Hi you guys, I'm back today with a video on a brand that I have never had a chance to try before today, and I've got to be honest, I think this might be my most favorite eye look I have done, maybe year to date. Like, I'm feeling it, which is saying a lot because when I don't do a wing, I usually don't like my eyeshadow. Like, just not a fan, not my thing. This, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so shocked by this brand. I'm so impressed by this brand. I'm so happy and possibly in love with, and we'll probably have to buy everything from this brand. But the brand that I'm speaking of is Nomad Cosmetics, and the palette that I'm speaking of is America's Parks. And this is what the front of the box looks like. It is so cute. It is exactly what you would expect if you put travel stickers onto your like luggage or postcards. It just gives me all of the travel vibes. I don't go anywhere, so this to me is like vacation in a palette. I love it. I think that they did a great job with the colors that are on the box, the whole theme. It is beautiful to me. I am super obsessed with this. Like, the second I saw it, I was like, yes, this is the one. This is the one. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna try their brand, and boy, I actually regret that I did not do this sooner because it's so good. I'm like truly enamored with it. So, in any case, this palette is $39. The shipping was so fast. It was here like maybe 2 or 3 days after I ordered it, which was really good. And then this is what the inside looks like. So, okay, you guys, I have to tell you, each of these shades that are in here, number one, the mattes, beautiful. They blend great. They work really nice together. I'm just like, honestly, I'm having a moment. This brand really just came out of the woodworks and totally surprised me. Out of left field, just like boom shakalaka. I did not expect these shades to be so shifty and beautiful and lovely. Oh my gosh, every single one of these shades that I got to use today just blew my mind. Like, just like craziness. So every single one of these is just so much more special than it looks in the pan. This color story, it's almost like a rainbow palette, but such a better take on a rainbow palette in my mind. They came out with this in the perfect month, in a sense. Like, partially it's a good month because this is Pride Month, and so you see a lot of rainbow palettes, which is good, but in a sense, sometimes you can get kind of like lost in the mix of all the other rainbow palettes. Now, I wouldn't exactly call this a true rainbow palette, but I definitely get those vibes from it. So, in any case, oh my goodness, these colors, so beautiful. Performance, shockingly good. So the thing to note about each of these shades is they are dry, but they perform so well. What's up with, like, am I a magician? No, but this is, and it's doing special tricks for me. These remind me of Pat McGrath shades payoff-wise. They're just immediately so impactful. I'm honestly, like, I'm having a moment. I'm having a very long moment, actually. Other thing I want to say is that I've noticed a lot of engagement from them on other people's stuff, and I think it's really cool. I saw them taking the time to actually be really kind to people that aren't, like, what's the word? Verified on Instagram and stuff like that. And I just thought that was a really nice change to see for a brand to really reach out to the other people that are in its community. And it not only be the people that are like verified large influencers. So I thought that was really neat. Also, you guys, I just wanted to remind you that once I get to 2,000 subscribers, if and once I get to 2,000 subscribers on both here and my Instagram, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for the Kaleidos Makeup Club Nebula palette for you guys. So make sure you are subscribing. Please don't leave after you subscribe. If you just aren't interested in my videos, maybe just ignore them. But, I mean, obviously, don't subscribe if I'm not your jam. That's fine. I totally get that, too. If you do find yourself on my channel, maybe checking out Swatches or watching Declutter, maybe consider subscribing. That way you can enter yourself in the giveaway when it comes around and just sticking around. So, in any case, I'm going to do swatches for you guys. I'm going to do this look. I'm going to do another look, and then I'll be back at the very end with my final thoughts. Alright, you guys. The very first shade is called Old Faithful. And I didn't talk about this, but the details on the pans are so cool. There's like, I think that is Old Faithful that's on the pan. And this is a beautiful mustard yellow shade. And this is where I'm about to show how unworldly I am, because I do not know the name of this, but I'm hoping I'm going to say it right. Oh my gosh. Cuyahoga Valley? Oh my gosh. I have tried to say this like a bunch of times. I'm so sorry. It's meant, but unfortunately I'm crap at pronouncing things. And that is such a beautiful yellow shade that has a little bit of pink to it, like in the glitter particles. I love this. Oh, it's so pretty. The next shade is called Everglades. And that's just a really nice green shade that is kind of leafy, grassy toned. The next shade is called Acadia Lighthouse. And that's a really beautiful blue shade. It does have a hint of green to it as well. It is just very pretty. It's called South Rim. Sorry, it took me forever to read the name because I could not figure it out. Again, the imprints on this one and the last one were super cool. And that's just a really nice purple shade. It's kind of a gray toned purple though. Mammoth Cave. And this shade is so special. So you guys are mostly seeing like a goldish brown shade, but it does have a little bit of green particles, and it's even better than it remotely looks here. It is so cool. It is called Teton Range. And that's kind of like a pinky copper brown. It is so gorgeous, right? The Ho Rainforest. And that is such a beautiful, like, green with a hint of blue to it. It's gorgeous. It's called Mount Denali. Really interesting silver. So you guys, it's kind of like a brownish purple slate silver. Shade Big Bend. It's kind of like a gray based copper, red, and gold shifting shade. It is so beautiful. There's also like purple and a little bit of pink to it as well. It's called Giant Redwoods. And that's kind of like a burnt red shade. Even red toned orange, if you would. Delicate Arch. Kind of orange shifting gold and slightly pink shade. Now, I don't know if you'll see the pink or the orange so much right now, but I will turn down the light so you can. Blue Ridge Parkway. And that's a really cool green shade that has a tinge of blue to it. This shade is probably my absolute favorite in this palette for sure, and in a long time as well. It's called The Narrows. And this shade may not look as special as it is, but I assure you it is gorgeous and very unique. So it kind of looks like this base color wise, but it has like green and gold and beautiful shifting particles to it. It is so interesting. I love it intensely and creepily. That shade is called Half Dome. Sorry guys, when I get to my wrist area, my texture of my skin gets really strange. And that is just a beautiful kind of chocolate brown shade. Whole America's Parks palette. Something I want to note real quick is that the mattes are super, super soft and blendable and easy to use. The texture is incredible. And then this shade right here is the only one. It kind of reminds me of Glam Light. The payoff reminds me of Glam Light, but these are a little bit more dry to the touch. At least a few of these. Like, at least the majority of these are more dry to the touch, but the payoff is awesome. I actually prefer this formulation, I think, to a lot. Reminds me just a small bit, texture-wise, of Cleona. And this is what it looks like in different lighting. Okay, you guys, so I am back, and I want to give you my final thoughts. If you watched the beginning, you already know. Like, you know. This brand is a brand to watch. I've seen it. I've looked at a lot of their palettes. I was on the fence about a lot of the palettes, and then this came out. And this right here is the America's Parks palette. It is from Nomad Cosmetics. It is $39. First off, I love the theme. I love the packaging. It's kitschy. It's cute. I love it. It's beautiful. It's remnant of, like, actually traveling and sending postcards and being on the road. I haven't done a lot of it, but when I was younger, this is exactly that vibe. This is very nostalgic to me in a way. So the actual inside though, oh my goodness gracious, I am enamored with it. Like, it may just not look so special, which I promise you, I assure you it is. These shades right here are actually so much more special than they look. Every single one of them seems to be shifty or very, like I said earlier, very impactful. I would actually liken the payoff to Pat McGrath. Just beautiful. It's just transcendent. I don't know. I have not been this impressed with a brand in a very long time. And I've got to tell you that for $39 and like the fastest shipping almost, like it's comparable to Melt shipping, I will certainly be buying from them again. I'm really impressed. I can't wait to see what else they come out with. I think, just so you guys know, the mattes are really good as well. And I have nothing bad to say, like not a single bad thing. I am so happy with this look. Like, I'm creeping on myself, which is very strange. I never feel myself. Like, usually I'm like, how you doing? Okay, bye-bye. But this, I'm like, I can't wait for my husband to get home for lunch to check this out, because I think he's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I love it, because I love it. In any case, I'm sorry. So anyway, if this video was helpful to you guys, make sure you like this video, leave a comment down below, maybe let me know if you picked it up, because I want someone else to gush over this with me. Subscribe and ring the bell for future updates, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.